What's up, miscreants? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been about 7 months since last uploaded any video, let alone AWT, which I guess the last video was AWT, but whatever. I just haven't really been feeling motivated, I guess. But more than that, AWTD's been kind of letting me down, and I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about AWTD letting me down and not bringing me joy, which is all I really want from it. So, this is mostly talking about the things I don't like. I think it's only talking about the things I don't like, really, but the game does have a lot of good things. There's a lot of good quality things in AWTD, and there's a lot of reasons I think it's a great game sometimes. It is often a great game, but it is very flawed. So we'll start with the biggest one, and it's definitely what's killing the game, are these first three, I guess, are three subjects, in my opinion, what's killing the game. To begin with, the update schedule. They've acknowledged it. Everybody knows it. The update schedule for this game is super bad. The last update was in January. Come on, guys. And that was a Halloween update in January, and we're getting the Christmas update in summer. I know they said they're real apologetic about the seasons getting behind and all that, but I mean, it's really bad. It's really bad. AWTD's never been all that well, sometimes they are, but for the most part, I would say they generally suffer in this category. But what usually happens, from what I can tell, is they don't make updates for a while. They get like super behind and all that, and then they get super apologetic and like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then they crank out like 10 updates over the next 6 months, and then they go right back into not making them much anymore. It happened last year. 8 of the updates happened within the first half of 2025, and then only 3 updates after that for the rest of the year. Because before that, never mind, I'm not talking about before 2025. It's not really relevant, but it was a lot of not updating, and it was really bad. So the update schedule is probably the #1 culprit for what's killing AWTD. Without new content, tower defenses, well, anime tower defenses, I guess, really just can't survive, especially when there's a new one popping up every week. So AWTD just can't keep up if it's not going to update. I am hopeful for the next one, if it ever comes out. Honestly, I'm not sure anymore with how long it's taking. The next thing, and this is something that I've always had a problem with, and I think if they fixed this one, it would help a lot with the last one. Not necessarily making the updates come out faster, but it would definitely help with the gaps, and it would make it a lot more tolerable. And that's their communication. They are really bad about communicating with the players. And it's something I have noticed for as long as I've played the game. It's not great. We have heard almost nothing about this Christmas update in the last 4 months. The last time we heard of anything about it was when they announced it in January. And also, I guess the thing about not doing any more seasonal updates for now, or not doing any, bunch of them. You get what I mean. But we've heard very little other than, Freeren's gonna be in it. Woo, yay, and it's a Christmas update. And that's kind of it. They just haven't said much. And it's unfortunate, really. I think something that they could have done is something that they've done before, back at very end of 2024. They were doing this Christmas thing, but it was mostly because the Dragon Ball Z update was taking forever and they kept running into issues and stuff, but they kept the players updated the whole time. They did the advent calendar, which was great, and they engaged with the players and all of that. And despite the fact that it took like 2-3 months for the Dragon Ball Z update, I don't remember the exact amount of time, it was a lot more bearable because they, actually they told us a lot, and they talked with the players, and they did the little events that weren't like major. They added some stuff. Well, they gave stuff, really, but it was enough. It was enough to keep interest over the gap, and they just haven't done that since, really. I guess they did the festival thing, which I personally like the festival thing, but whatever. If they communicated better, if they told us more, it wouldn't be so bad. And I thought that would be fixed with the dev update channel, the behind the dev thing, but they don't really post anything there either. And like, we get no sneaks or anything like that, which a lot of the other anime tower defenses do, I think. I don't really keep up with a lot of the other ones anymore, at least. Anyway, the next one is just the updates in general. I like AWTD, and I think they have the capacity to make some truly great updates, but they have made some really bad updates, especially recently. They have made some bad updates. The Halloween update that's going on right now, the 2025 Halloween update, came out in 2026. January. But anyway, it sucks. I won't sugarcoat it. I really super hate it. I hate this update for a lot of reasons. It's so unbelievably grindy. And then for what? Anos? I hate that guy. I don't want to get that guy. I don't even like most of the characters they have put up for the event, but I still tried. I give it a fair shot, and it's just the stage sucks to play. And that's it. That's all there is. It's just 2 stages, one of which is just, I guess, like a repost of an older Halloween stage. It gets boring quick, unfortunately, although I will say I liked it more than the last time they did it. And this other egregious stage that has a chance to become near unbeatable at random, and it really sucks to play. And I really don't like it, if that wasn't clear. And then I didn't really like the summer update either. It was also super grindy, although I got much luckier in that one and I got all the important stuff very quickly. But I even found myself not wanting to grind that one all the way to completion either. And I didn't even want to make a video on it. So I really didn't like that. And there's so many other examples of really bad updates. The Dragon Ball Super update at the beginning of 2025 was terrible. It was so grindy. It took so long. And it wasn't fun. It was the same stage a million times. And it's not the first time AWT has done this. And I obviously macro, but I think a truly good game shouldn't have you have to macro get stuff done reasonably. And that's a trap that I think all anime tower defenses pretty much have fallen into. They have become reliant on macroing, which for one, not everybody can do. And 2, that's so lame. But AWTD sometimes, AWTD has these terrible grinds, and then it kind of has stages that are insanely hard to macro on purpose, I think. I'm not sure if that's true, but, you know, whatever. So that's just how it feels sometimes. And then you manually grind it for like 20 hours, and then you sit down and think, why'd I even do all of that? I don't know. I don't like it. I think the game has potential to have some really good updates. So, I mean, I know I said this was mostly just talking about the bad, but like the Persona update was so good. I really loved that update. It wasn't very grindy for the most part. It was quest based, and these quests weren't egregious. They had you doing stages, maybe stages you hadn't done in forever, and it had new stages, and it was genuinely made you think about playing the game. And they were doing that for a while. They're doing a good job with those quest things and stuff, the quest updates and all of that. But then they sunk back into this event grinding, this Halloween update. It's just really sucks, and they do it a lot, and they've been doing it forever too, all the way back before the 2nd anniversary update. There was the Hunter Phantom Troop update that everybody hated. There was the Valentine's Day update. Everybody hated that too. They were super grindy, terrible. And even after the 2nd anniversary update, there was the 2024 Halloween update and the 2024 summer update. Neither of those were very good either. They were pretty grindy, and they were gacha based too. They were banner, and so it it was bad. It was not great, but then they really redeemed themselves with some genuinely good updates. It's just, I think AWTD can have good updates because they have in the past. The 3rd anniversary update, as a recent example, was pretty good. They added probably the most enjoyable game mode in a long time in the form of Star Path, but I don't know. It's hard to even play the game anymore. It's not even fun to play the game anymore. I'm hopeful that the Christmas update isn't just the Halloween update, but Christmas themed, because that would really suck. But I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to end up being, and it's going to be really sad. I don't know, I had expectations for that, but it has Fearin', I guess, so that's kind of enough. The next few things are more personal things, you know, just things that I personally don't like. UI and map thing, they change it a lot. I don't think it's a bad thing that they change it a lot. I don't know, I like some of the old maps, and I like some of the old UI, and then they changed it, and now it's new and it's different, and new and different isn't bad, but sometimes I just have to think, why did they even do it though? What's the point? I mean, truly, what's the point? I don't know, maybe it's because I don't like change, or maybe it's because I really liked the 2nd anniversary one, because that's when I liked the game the most, I think, was during the 2nd anniversary update, and they had a big UI map change there, and I really liked that. And then they changed it, and I didn't really like that. It's fine now, so I guess I don't hate it. I just don't know how much did they really need to do that though. The next thing is weekly challenge. Weekly challenge is kind of the only thing left to do in this game, so I've done it a lot. I've done a ton of weekly challenge in my time in AWTD. For several weeks I made leaderboard not just several weeks, months, I made it onto leaderboard, and that was fun, but it gets boring. And I think I really liked the old Infinite leaderboard because it was really chaotic. Constructing 5 different teams to see just how far you can get was a lot of fun in old AWTD before the 2nd anniversary update when they removed it for weekly challenge. It was a lot of fun sitting around in lobby talking with a bunch of other AWTD fans about what you should bring. No, this works better with this, and there's this thing I learned, and this is good for this map. Which map are we? You know, all of that. And the weekly challenge does have strategizing, of course, but it's just not, it just doesn't feel the same. And that might just be nostalgia, I guess, which is strange to think about nostalgia for 2024. It's only 2 years ago. Still, I really liked the old Infinite leaderboard, and I remember being pretty disappointed when they got rid of it for a 2-player leaderboard Infinite instead. Like I said, it's fine. I like it, and I played it a lot. Did they really have to get rid of the old Infinite leaderboard? Maybe that was the move. Maybe I'm not seeing the bigger picture there, but just personally, maybe they should have kept it around. Maybe they just like an extra little thing, something else. But AWTD, I love AWTD, or I should say I love the AWTD, but it's hard. It's hard to cheer for AWTD when they do a lot of stupid stuff with their updates, like the Halloween update. I really hate that update. I really hate that update. It was so buggy too. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. I hate the Halloween 2025 update. Anyway, that's it. Bye bye.